Revan Ordo, spelled Revan and this is the Anonymous Republic Network. Man, finally did it. Finally waiting all these years to get what I wanted it to get. Now it's a permit. This is my permit to drive. Um, it's a temporary. It's only a permit, and I finally got it. And man, I tell you what, I finally did it. I finally pulled it off. What I've always wanted to do, what I've busted my ass all these years with patience. Got my permit. And F49. And I waited. I waited and I waited and I waited and I waited with patience. And I'm just like very happy, very happy, I pulled it off, managed to do it, I did it, and never thought I would pass it. I mean, never thought I would, but I did. Studying since July. I'm busting my ass since July. Um, I did it. I did it, and I studied, and I've studied, and I've studied, and I've studied for months and months and months. I mean, I busted my ass for months, and at 49 years old, I got my permit. My permit. Thank you, man. Thank you. Um, um, I tried the first time. Well, I busted my ass. Got my permit. Um, I want to schedule a. This is my permit to drive. To get a license. Um, and I'm 49 years old. I'll be 50 in January. And never really thought that I would do this because I mean, I went. Was it years ago? I failed twice, but today I took the test 3 times. I failed twice, and the third test I passed. Are you in a very low? A little bit, yeah. Um, yeah. Low traffic. Yeah, yeah, low traffic. Yeah. Thank you. Um, I feel that oh yeah, it's huge, it's huge, and it is huge. Um, I started studying when my dad was in the hospital. Um, the day he went to the hospital, I started studying. And I mean I've studied since July, and right now it's October. It's October. Was it today? The 30th. The 30th, or the 29th. Let's see what date is. It's the 30th, and I know, I know. Um, so I mean, like, wow. I'm 49 years old, and I got my permit at 49. I wanted to do it at 16, like everybody else, but um, I guess I guess God had other plans for me. I guess so. True, true. So I've been kind of very fortunate that God was watching me, and I felt that it felt like the last test felt like it was an eternity, because like more questions, more questions, more questions, and I started to have tunnel vision, you know, and that's one. But yeah, got my permit, and I am stoked. Very happy, and the first person I called was my son. Was my son, and my son just got his permit too this year, and I wanted to do the father son permit thing. You know, finally, my son got his. My son got his 3 weeks ago. I got mine today, and call my sister. Uh, Thank you, brother. Thank you. Um, I also called a friend of mine that I've known for years, since we were kids, and called him, and talked to my mom, and she's in front of me, you know, and she goes, you know, you're gonna drive your dad and I for a while. I said, well, I know that. I mean, shit, you know. It's But again, I never thought I would get my permit at 49, because I'm like um, almost 50. I'll be 50 in January, beginning of the year, actually. um, um, I called a buddy of mine in Tennessee, and he's like really happy for me too. And you know, I've can say that it wasn't easy. Um, my dad, he goes, "Well, hell, it's pretty easy." Shit. No, it was not easy. This test was not easy. It was tough. It was like um, Just like, man, it's like each question, each question was a multiple choice question, and I'm very stoked, very happy, and um, wow, I am, but anyways, since that's over, got my permit, very, very proud, bust my ass, I worked hard, not easy, but it paid off, and now another reason why I'm out here is that not because it's nice not here. It's worth to come out here and just chill. But um, let's see here. Gavin Newsom's being sued, and that dude has no idea what the fuck he's doing here in California as governor. um, I think we have a lot of people that shouldn't be in office because of their connections. I think there's a lot of people think, well, they should be in office. Okay, well, what's the reason why? Well, maybe they'll fix the economy. Make the state better by certain policies and services and shit like that. Can help the homeless and all the other bullshit. In California, the homeless crisis is insane. It is. It's insane. Well, not just that. We had the fire this year. The fires this year in SoCal. Pacific Palisades, near the Hollywood sign. There's three other places where a fire was set, and so about a week ago, they caught a guy. Allegedly, he's the fires that caused. Well, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, how could this guy set off fires all over LA? Because to do that, it would take hours. It would take like hours and hours and hours. But the thing is, there were a few people filmed setting houses on fire, and you see them wear all black, and like this guy, in my opinion, is nothing more than a patsy. All of a sudden, like, how they catch this guy all of a sudden when? Because we all know. I mean, we all know that there's more people involved. Because one guy couldn't do the whole fire in LA. Because if you look at where the fires were started, the locations of the fires, right? He wouldn't be the only one that started the fires. There would be more people involved. Okay. They arrested a guy. They arrested a illegal immigrant wearing a firefighter's jacket. One of those big old firefighter jackets. And he got arrested. And and for because of the fires, there were looting. Any time when there's an event like, say, like a riot or a neighborhood fire, right? Somewhere there's looting, okay, looting. And if you have a system where um, if you have the money to set up a system where you can monitor, you know, any trespassing or whatnot, you're able to have a system where you can monitor your property, monitor your yard, and around your house, right? Sure, yeah. Um, I think it's smart enough to do that, but the biggest the biggest the biggest screw job is the insurance companies dropping um, dropping people who owns the homes that were burnt to the ground. They completely just dropped them, even though they're paying every month to have the insurance, on the home insurance, right? Yeah, sure. So so now we have the Pacific Palisades all on fire, beachfront properties gone, and same thing happened in Maui, right? Remember Lahaina? Now, how come the governor of Hawaii says we're not going to rebuild? Okay, why? Because the governor has taken over those properties, right? And the mayor of Maui has Maui PD patrol those areas because they do not want anyone to rebuild their homes and whatnot, because those properties are rich for building a smart city, right? The governor of Hawaii wants to build a smart city on those properties, in Lahaina. He wants to build a smart city, right? Now, Gavin Newsom wants to create a smart city in Los Angeles. Well, not everybody in LA wants that, because Los Angeles is a very historical city, going back decades, and like any other city, a lot of history, rich history, LA is, I mean, history of things that happened, OJ, the OJ trial, Rodney King, um, the Rampart scandal, Watts riots, all that shit. Everything that happened throughout the decades is history, man. The Kennedy being assassinated, or RFK Senior being assassinated, um, the Black Dahlia, the Black Dahlia, um, Prohibition, all that shit. Um, but LA is now have issues with trying to, because people who lost their homes want to rebuild, right? Sure, yeah, rebuild. Let them rebuild because it's their property, it's their land. Let them rebuild. Let them rebuild. You know, they own the property. The mayor, Karen Bass, is saying, we're not going to let them rebuild. We're not going to let them have permits. But if you notice, ever since Trump came to L.A. that time, months and months ago, LAPD and LSSD started to have these checkpoints, right? Checkpoints, right? Blocking people from going into their properties, that where their home stood, right? Yeah. And they arrested one guy. Okay, they arrested one guy, right? Why one guy when there's more involved? But my question is, were the people who were being filmed being paid? Because the question is, are some of these people who are lighting these fires being paid to light the houses on fire, right? Because those are the questions that need to be asked, right? Because if you think about it, what's going on now? We got Antifa, we got agitators attacking ICE, and they're being paid. They're being paid. Now we realize now that money, who's ever throwing out money, the dough is being funneled through charity organizations, being funneled, right? And it's a good question. Because if these idiots are being paid to be agitators, right? Any chance that these idiots are getting paid to light houses on fire, right? Because if y'all remember in 2008 when Jerry Brown was... No, I'm questioning it. Now, the thing is, the media ain't helping either. I mean, it's all insane, man. It's all insane, and thing is, money can make people do stupid shit, yeah. Money can make people do stupid shit, Do I believe that? Sure, yeah, I believe that. If they're actually dumb enough to fucking do it, yeah. No, I didn't fall for the thing, dude. It's just that I'm questioning it, but the thing is, when you look at the fires early this year, right? Exactly. I mean, you can understand that it's just that when you have a domestic terrorist organization holding a city, holding a town hostage for 140 days, right? Now, it was reportedly found out that Antifa was paying the Portland. It may be propaganda, but the thing is, it's all questionable. You may think it's propaganda, but the thing is, well, if it's not propaganda, um, that people are getting paid here. I mean, look, George Soros for years threw money out towards liberal DAs in L.A., Chicago, St. Louis, right, Philadelphia, um, New York, right. Now, also Portland as well. Somebody like that would throw money out for what reason? The question is, what is the reason? Okay? Why? The reason. Term reason. Now, why was Portland PD protecting a couple of Antifa guys after they assaulted a journalist, See, money is funneled. It's always around money, right? Money, it's like that, Charity organizations have been used for years to funnel money. Funnel money, like now, right? You look at the fires in L.A. Could people who are lighting the fires be being paid to do it because, hey, look, what was it? What was it for? Why are they willing to set fire to someone's home to send a message? Okay. Now we all know about the train bullshit, right? 2008, Jerry Brown, governor of California, had proposed a train, wanted a bullet train kind of thing, wanted to compete like Japan or China, whatever it is, and thinking, okay, if Japan has one, how about California has one? We already have a train system, So 10 years later, all of a sudden, like it was passed in '08, but we're what 2025. It hasn't even started yet. Pokemon trading. No, man. So you think about, okay, what was the fires for, right? Was the fires the reason why that maybe they want to use those burnt properties as gotta have that Game Boy cable? Nah, I don't play that Pokemon stuff, man. Now the Game Boy, that Game Boy, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool when it came out in '89. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Um, so when you look at the fires in LA, you got to think about how many was lost? How many homes that were up in the millions of dollars, man? You know, gone. And Gavin Newsom wants to turn. Nice Russian bots. Thank you. Dr. Dynamite. Oh, that's a cool name. Um, they arrested one guy allegedly connected in that fire. Though I'm thinking he's a patsy for somebody, man. I think he is, um, because during that time there were people going around setting up fires, man. Now I question these things because if you look at it, it's very fishy, very 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 fishy, man. Very very fishy. And somewhere somebody's paying somebody to set these fires, and now Gavin Newsom's being sued over the fires because of what he did with the water. Diverting the water to the ocean instead of sending it straight down through California, because you got farmers that need the water and shit. So, um, and then you have Karen Bass went to another country to to be part of and witness a inauguration. Who's a Democrat? No, I'm not. I'm a libertarian, conservative. Whoa. I guess I brought some cases here. Damn. Shit. Well, if allegedly I got it wrong, why did Gavin Newsom divert the water to the ocean because of a damn little fish? When the water should be diverted straight down through California so the farmers can have the water, man. And plus, if there was water, not enough water, there wouldn't be. The fires would have been out already at the time. Obama was never the best president at all ever. Never was. Whose name? What name? What name? I'm not a Democrat, man. I'm a libertarian. I'm not a Democrat. I'm a libertarian conservative. I haven't voted Democrat in 30 years. Simple, left or right? I'm not right wing or left wing. I've been a libertarian for over 15 years. Yeah, I'm neutral. Yeah, center. I don't buy the left wing, right wing bullshit. Not an inso moron. I'm not left wing. I don't buy that left wing bullshit or right wing crap. I don't believe in that left or right wing shit. I've been a conservative my whole life. Are you a woman? What's wrong? Did you run out of gas? And what happened? Did you run out of gas on your motorcycle? I'm not a Democrat, moron. I think you might need to refill your menstrual cycle with more with I would call it the fossil fuel shit. Do you think soda candy and cookies should be covered by food stamps? No, no, because the reason for food stamps is to use because people use that stuff. People use food stamps for that shit all the damn time. Because the thing is, they want you to feed your family healthy, man. You know. Hey, Russian bot, go fill your menstrual cycle. Joseph Smith, the guy was a con artist, really. English, Russian bot. Uh, let me rephrase for you in English. How about go put gas in your menstrual cycle and run yourself over? How do you get rid of termites? I know. I'm getting a lot of these little flying monkeys and shit. Can you tell me a story about Joseph Smith? Uh, the guy was a false prophet, con artist. He was a con artist, just like L. Ron Hubbard. And stuff. So, well, the thing is, look, I'm not a Democrat, never was. I haven't been one in 30 years. Um, haven't voted Republican in over 20 years. You know, I became a libertarian, third party voter 15 years ago. Um, been a conservative for years. Um, I don't fall in line with the right wing nor left wing. I don't buy that shit. You know, I'm more of a center guy, more dead center observer. Um, the whole left wing, right wing bullshit is just for the fucking birds. You know, I hate Democrats. I hate Republicans, man. They're two wings of the same fucking bird and stuff. And what's happening now, you gotta really look at why is it happening, what for is it happening. Well, you deal with what happened last year, uh, from 2020 on to 2024. All that shit with Biden. That guy wasn't. That guy couldn't run a country out of a paper bag if he wanted to. You know, Cognitive inclined. The guy couldn't do his job. Um, I mean, the guy's policy was radical and shit. The guy couldn't do his job. He was more of a mouthpiece for somebody else. Um, when he fucked up that last debate, DNC felt like, yeah, this guy ain't gonna do it for us. So they put their money on somebody else, Kamala Harris. They just threw her ass in there and shit. Like, let's get this to stick to the wall. What happened? They tried Kamala Harris. Harris failed. You know, she's the original OG Hawk Tool girl. Um, Mrs. Word Salad. Couldn't really. I mean, you could not know what the hell she's talking about, man. Like, she'll stand there and just talk, and you have no idea what the fuck she's talking about, man. No idea. She lost the debate to Trump. Um, like the election, she lost, and she had no policy at all. No policy to um, the reason why people voted for her, like, I'm gonna vote for the first black woman president. Um, if you look at her mom and dad, her mom's Indian and her dad is Jamaican Irish, and don't really make her black. It makes her half Indian, half Jamaican Irish. Okay, simple as that. Um, but the huge case is she fucked up as Biden did. Last year. With Hurricane Helene, right? A year ago. They gave Israel, they gave Taiwan, they gave Ukraine $8 billion, they gave Lebanon $135 million, while people in Asheville, North Carolina were getting screwed over, not just by the Biden administration, but also by FEMA, right? One-time payment of $750. That's $800. $800, right? If they were able to, if they were able to qualify for that money, how would they get it? Where would they get it from? Right? How would they spend the money? They couldn't get it because they were denied. Where did the money go? The money went to the illegal immigrants, And, but yet, Ukraine, Israel, Taiwan got $8.6 billion, and Lebanon got $135 million. While the survivors of the Hurricane Helene were able or trying to able to get $800. And then he had FEMA, right? FEMA is the laziest um, agency ever. FEMA is the most laziest agency ever. The laziest, man. If someone donated, FEMA would steal it. If somebody donated food or water or medicine or blankets, FEMA would take it and hide it. Why? And then Elon Musk sent a couple of trucks that had that Starlink internet thing. FEMA took one of the trucks, stole one of the trucks. Why? Because they did not want anybody to get any assistance. But when when they did get the assistance, FEMA sent a chopper to the spot, lowered it down a little bit, enough where everything was blown all over the place. Everything was blown all over the place, man. That's how lazy FEMA is, man. And then FEMA created the checkpoints for anybody who's donated anything, and they tried to stop them. Why? Because they did not want people in Nashville to get assistance. Why? Because they don't care. They're lazy, they're lazy. And see, that's why I'm pissed. That's why I'm pissed, because people are getting fucked over, and it's not cool. It's not good, man, And I mentioned the fires, too, in Los Angeles. I mean, they arrested a guy for starting the fires in Los Angeles. One guy. My question is, how did one guy start all those fires in SoCal, right? And when I questioned, right, on there could have been more people involved, and asked the question, could they have been paid to light those fires? And if, what for? Why the fires, man? You had the Pacific Palisades. You had a fire near the Hollywood sign. I mean, there were 5 spots in Los Angeles where fires happened. People lost their homes, And why was where the water was supposed to be, the aqueducts, not the aqueducts, but the they are bone dry. They're bone dry. Because Gavin Newsom diverted the water to the ocean for what reason? To protect a small fucking fish. You can still protect the fish, but just don't divert the water to the ocean because you think you're doing the right thing. No. You have farmers in California who need the water for their crops, man. And shit. So you have the question: were these people being paid due to the fires? Because one guy couldn't do it. Because LA is pretty fucking huge, man. LA is fucking huge, man. Fucking huge. Goddamn huge, man. Huge city, man. Huge. A very huge fucking city, dude. With rich history, famous and infamous. Fuck. Because if dumbasses are willing to send money and have it funneled through charity organizations, right? In Portland, right? For example, in Portland, right? It was reported and proven fact that Antifa was paying Portland PD to protect them. Right? Like, why would a bunch of cops in Portland protect these idiots? Well, because money can change people's minds, man. Greed will make people do stupid shit, okay? Yeah, greed can make someone do stupid shit. Now the DOJ came in, exposed a lot of this shit. Now, charity organization had to shut down because of investigations involving money. Yeah. When it comes to money, funneling money, man. Shit. And money can go a long way to buy people. As in protection and shit. Hey, Jess. And that's why I question, that's why I question a lot of things. I question everything, And we all should question everything, because the thing is, we need to. Because something is not right. Something's fucked up. Like, literally fucked up, And somewhere in between, something's going down, something's going on, and something's wrong there. Something's really fucked up. And it is fucked up, You have people in LA, Portland, Chicago, New York. They have no idea what the fuck they're doing and what they're doing it for. And they're being paid for it, Agitators are being paid. Yeah. It's a new thing called protest. It's like it's kind of like a protest version of the military-industrial complex. The protest industrial complex. Yeah. I mean, holding a city hostage for 140 days? Come on, man. Come on, dude. Like, what the fuck, man? I know tonight I've been getting these. Let me rephrase. I know I have been getting some flying monkeys on here doing a little doing a little dumbass trolling and shit. So, and no, I am not a Democrat. I'm a libertarian conservative. I am a third party voter. I don't vote Democrat nor Republican. I'm a third party voter, a libertarian conservative. Somebody got mad at me last year for being a libertarian conservative. You're a MAGA guy. You're a Trumper. How can I be a MAGA guy or a Trumper if I'm a libertarian conservative? I vote third party. I don't vote Democrat nor Republican. Like the reason I don't vote is because both parties is a two party it's always been a two party system, right? Democrats and Republicans. It's kind of like the how you say it, a political equivalent of the Bloods and Crips, except it's a three-piece. It's a three-piece suit and a fixed smile. Because both parties control D.C., man. I mean, you never seen a independent governor or a libertarian senator or member of Congress or whatever. It's always been a Republican or a Democrat. What the fuck, dude? So it's like I don't buy this shit. I'm not left wing or far left wing. I'm not right wing or far right wing. I am just me. I am in the middle. I am dead center. That's it. No more, no less. I don't buy this wing shit. Because it's the same bird, man. Left wing, right wing, same fucking bird, dude. Just and shit. I've been getting these fucking flying monkeys here, man, the whole fucking night. I've been out here for over an hour. Just you know. So yeah. Today I finally got my permit to drive. Finally got my permit, and just at 49, got my permit. Right here, my permit. Just really stoked, man. Just really got my permit, and at 49, I am very happy, very lucky, and just really I worked hard for months. Worked hard for months to get my permit. At 49 years old, I'll be 50 in a couple months, and I'm happy. I started studying when my father went to the hospital. Started studying for months, and both my folks are up there in age. That's why I got it. And plus, I felt it was about time. I think I want to get my independence. I feel like I needed this because I feel proud of myself, man. Just busting my ass studying. Permit to drive. Just gotta take the driver test and yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to go here, and if you are new to this channel, like, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell for notification, and always live healthy, happy, and wise. And I mean healthy and wise. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, peace out, Godspeed, Buddha bless, and this has been the Anonymous Republic Network. Peace.